again. I just want to point out on that the glue has now dried in certain places, it's gone.
Right, lovely. We'll talk about glue afterwards. So take us through what you've done to this stage then, Simon.
So to this stage, I've coloured my background. So for my background, I've used a mixture of our pearly paste. I think they are on a brand shop, a couple of these, and these are mica paste. I've mixed that with some white acrylic, and I've just used...
So did you apply that with your daubers again?
One of these.
Ah, your sponges.
And I just sort of like did that as I was going around. So as I was pouncing down, I was twisting it as well to create those little twists. And it looks a bit like a
And what
snowfall.
are those called that you've used there?
So these are, I think these are blending something. These are on Adams Under the Rainbow.
So they're Under the Rainbow, okay.
Under the Rainbow. And I think they're only really cheap. And then I've coloured the background of this. So for the white on here, I've used our Oxy solution. So I've used the white on that, and then I've just gone through the... I'll bring this one in just so I can show you. Because they are already pre-etched. So then I've just gone through the lines with a black fine liner, just so that they stand out a little bit more. Coloured the blue ones in using the Oxy solution. So the Oxy solution makes it a bit more of like a chalky texture. And then I've just coloured that bit in. Then on the inside,
This is the magic.
I've coloured each of the numbers in with a marker, and then I've just done that part, because that's the only bit you're going to see.
So the numbers are actually on the MDF?
So the numbers are actually on the MDF.
Do you know, I don't know why I thought I would have to apply them myself. I love the fact they're on there.
You also come in like that. So you just colour the numbers. And what I've done is when I've etched onto this, I've etched quite deep. So you can actually, if you're careful,
Is it like a pool then?
you can run your fine liner in the line.
I was thinking, because these are very neatly done. Really neatly done.
So literally all I was doing, I was just resting my fine liner on the gap and then just following it through.
Lovely. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, if you had like little stamps with numbers on or peel-offs or something like that, you could decorate it accordingly.
Yeah. And if, I was just going to say, if you turn it that way around, Santa would be going that way, but yeah, no. You'd have to figure your numbers out if you were to do that yourself. And then the only reason I've done the donut is because you're not going to see everywhere, so I've just sort of like guesstimated where I need to colour. So to put all this together, I didn't want everyone sitting around and watching me have to colour it. So turn it over backwards, and then this bit is slightly smaller. I don't know if the camera will pick it up because it is only like a millimetre either way.
Kenny. Kenny's there. Did you not see the way he shot it earlier? Hang on, look. Say sorry, Kenny, because Kenny got it.
Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny little gap. So that one's going in there, and then the centre of the donut, I've double laser cut it so that this moves freely, it doesn't stick.
Just to say, half the stock is gone, and that's not counting you basket dwellers. That's you, Janet in Lanarkshire. Didn't you check out? I think you have. Yeah, I think you have checked out already, darling, haven't you? Jana, Gina in Nottinghamshire, Crafter in Cheshire, Sue in West Midlands, and another crafter's got 3 in their baskets. But you need to check out to secure that purchase.
Right. So then this piece is going to go in there, but before I do that, I want to stick it to this piece, which is on the back of this one. This is this bit here, and this is what holds everything together. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to stick this one in the centre of that, like so. And there's some markings on the back of it, which is where this one goes, which I'll show to you in a second.
Now, again, do we say instructions for this will be on a video on your website?
A video on the website. This show will be on our website as well, LinkedIn, so people can actually just watch it straight away. You'll have it on your YouTube channel as well.
We will, yeah, and we'll have it on the website for a while.
So everything is there. It's quick grab, so it should grab in a couple of seconds. It takes a bit longer on wood than it does on paper. And then this is going to go, just let me make sure I'm in the 12 o'clock position, which I am. So I'm making sure that these are right at the top.
So the reindeer and Santa at the top. So you've got the one at the bottom, or the number at the bottom, and then obviously the Santa on the top.
Right, and then I'm going to just flip it straight over. Make sure I've got that little lip all the way around. And then when I stick this one down, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue.
And again, this is the high-tack glue. We'll give you the details on that after the demo.
Just in the middle. And I'm going to be, when I'm doing that, I want to be conscious. I don't want to go too close to the edges, because if I go too close to the edges, you risk the
Yeah,
chance
you
of
want it to be
sticking this
fluid,
down.
don't you, and
So,
have movement.
yeah. So, and then when I stick this down, I'm going to push that there. I'm going to find where that slots in, and I'm just going to make sure that this line here, is that showing on the, yeah, it's showing on the camera. So this line here is running straight up towards the top, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure just to get that to grab. If you want to use any tape or anything, you can wrap some tape around it. And then I'm going to stick this piece.
Now, again, are we using these lines as a guide?
Yep. So these lines, so I've cut the bottom of that so it fits the bottom of that circle, and then those lines are what you use as your guide.
So this is very well thought out. So, do you cut all these yourself then, Simon? Yeah. When you cut that out, you did that deliberately so it was curved at the bottom?
Yes.
That's a great idea.
So I designed this one myself.
Makes
and
life
then
easier.
you're going to get your snowflakes, and your wall hook are going to come, and you just literally push those out like so. And then you've got your lines carved in where this is going. So just pop.
Yeah, there's like a sort of positioning for everything, isn't there?
Yeah. And I just made sure that everything was like central where it needed to be.
Because let's be honest, this is going to get a lot of use. This is going to be something that comes out every year. There's no way this is not a one Christmas only, is it?
No, no, definitely not. And it's like the advent calendar that keeps coming back. Right, so that's going to take a little bit just to dry before I feel confident to pick that up.
Okay, just to say 80% of our stock has gone when you've checked out. So Ashley, Janet, you have checked out. I don't know why you're lingering in the basket, but you have checked out, darling, don't worry. Unless you want another 4. Unless maybe you do want another 4, why not? Crafter Sue, Crafter Jenna, and Ashley, you need to check out your baskets.
So it has grabbed. I can see that it's grabbed because I'm able to freely move that.
Ah, fab.
But, so I'll give it a go. And hopefully it's not going to...
Hey, Simon, how many sleeps until Christmas?
So now, when I turn that, it's actually going the right way round. So 21, 20, so it's actually counting down. So by the time I get back to the top...
Look at that.
By the time I get back to the top, Santa's where he should be, just at the top of your chimney.
He's literally gone round the world to get ready for the kids to get ready for, Santa to arrive and give you all the gifts. Also, I do like the idea as well. I mean, you see, Daddy Adam just said it. It's such a good idea. It's a great way of getting the kids to go to bed, isn't it? It's like when you wake up, you can work out how many more sleeps it is to Christmas. At the moment, if the kids want to know, it's 172 days to Christmas. There you go. 172 sleeps till Christmas. There you go. You need a massive wheel for that, wouldn't you? So for hanging this on the wall then...
So for hanging this on a wall, so you had... Let me just take this off. If it's going to allow me to, yeah. Right, so on the inside, you probably need to zoom right in on this one.
Well, point it at our Kenny then, there you go. Oh, hang on. There you go.
So from the inside, it'll hook in through here, and then it'll drop down onto it, and then your screw or whatever shouldn't come back through that hole because it's a bit smaller.
Okay, lovely. So it should hold it in place.
Yeah.
Because obviously the kids are going to run down every morning and be like, oh, let's turn it around, aren't they? it's going to, see some usage.
And I would say definitely wall hang this, only because by the time Santa's at the bottom, he's not going to be able to turn around if it's balancing on anything. So
well, that's why I said about hanging it, because obviously, you can see there's Santa there going round. So it's that when he gets to here, he needs somewhere to go, doesn't he? Right, busy, busy, busy. 80% of the stock has gone. Only 20% to the sellout. We should have a countdown for that as well, shouldn't we? NY8140 is your item code. 3 ways to order. You can either order via the phone lines. It's a free phone telephone number. You can, of course, order as well if you want to via the app. Or, hey, Kenny, do you know what the website is yet? I don't know whether we've had Kenny do this yet. Kenny, get ready. It's hobbymaker.co.uk. It's all the W's what? You need to be louder, Kenny, but we're getting there. Don't you worry, we'll break you in gently. Right, so sleeps till Christmas, busy, busy, busy for this one at the moment.